Welcome our esteemed viewers to Optical TV, where we are natural at the core. Watch and enjoy our transformative program content, and kindly don't forget to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel at Optical TV. Connect with us on TikTok at optical.tv. And again, kindly don't forget to follow. Enjoy.
Hey, get all the positive vibes that come from a good relationship with Kelvin. You won't be green again on Love Matters. Here is Loving Her with Kelvin.
Yes, welcome. This is a very wonderful time I've been looking forward to. Many people have been coming to the inbox asking, when are you beginning this thing? Here it is. I'm so grateful for the response, the feedback you guys have been giving. Today we have already started this thing. We officially kicked off, and I believe this is going to be an awesome time. So make sure you be sending your questions, your comments, your thoughts, some of the things you're struggling with when it comes to matters of the heart. We are not going to spare anything. We are not going to leave out any topic. So I hope people are ready to learn. People are ready to get something that is really going to take them to another level. I'd posted something about this earlier. I'd written how there's a lady who was begging, for those who interact with my Facebook posts, there's a lady who was like begging for the guy not to leave her. And I did something there. I saw some people asking me, how do you handle that? And I said, I will handle the part of, why is it always very hard for the brain and the heart to work together when it comes to matters of the heart? When it comes to matters of love, the brain and the heart don't work together. It's like one is always making decision independent of the other. So today I want to explain that. I want to say that when you take, for example, people who abuse drugs, people who use substances and all that, there is a chemical that is removed. There's a chemical that is released in your brain. That chemical is the same one that is released when people are in love, when people are feeling high, when people are on cloud 9. This is the same chemical. So I want you to picture this. Imagine trying to have a reasonable conversation with someone who is high on drugs. You know, I saw a documentary how drugs take people to a different realm. There's a place I saw in Jamaica where weed is grown, and people go there and pray and they chant over that weed so that it can do certain things to people. And so you find that when you smoke this weed, it's not just normal weed you're smoking. It is weed that has been dedicated. And so I want you to imagine reasoning with somebody who is under the influence of drugs or has taken weed. Somebody who has taken weed is on another dimension. These people see things we are not seeing. They are talking to people we are not seeing. So I want you to see that analogy, that when someone is in love and you are trying to advise them, you are same as the person who is trying to advise somebody who has taken weed and is on another dimension. They will not necessarily listen or hear you. You've heard the famous saying, people saying that do not try to advise two people who are in love. You try to advise them, two people who have been together. The next thing you see on the status, the lady has written, no monkey can separate us. They now call you the monkey because you have tried to come in between them. So when it comes to these matters, I want you to first of all remember that point. When someone is in love, when people are having heart matters, they are similar to somebody who's high on drugs. They're on a different realm. In that realm, it's like the brain is suspended. I'm not saying they cannot think. They just don't think rationally. It is not wise to have a very serious conversation with somebody who's totally drunk. People who are drunk in the morning sometimes wake up and ask you, what happened? Yeah? We have a Kenyan artist who said, kwani jana kuliendaje? You know, he's wondering what happened yesterday because he woke up and he can't remember. Now imagine you're trying to advise somebody who's in that state. And so that's why as we are beginning this, I want you to get these facts that will help you. Why is it that most of the time the heart does not work in tandem with the brain? It is because there are chemicals that are released when you're in love that just cause you to go to a different dimension. And so the first point I want to encourage people is have a third party, a very sober third party. I tell people this, if you are a man and you're in love, please find yourself another lady Preferably older. I would advise they be older, and not a single one. Okay, don't have two single besties. You say, my girlfriend and this other girl. No, that is not advisable. Probably somebody who is settled, they are married or something of the sort. So if you are a man, find a woman as a voice of reason. Why am I saying this? There are things a woman will see in another woman that you as a man, I want to guarantee you, you will never see. When I'm in love, and I just involve somebody like my elder sister. I have a big sister. I'm telling you, there's something my big sister will look at this girl and tell me, Kevo, is this the best you could choose? You know, because for me, I'm not seeing it. I'm high. Like I've told you, you are reasoning with somebody who's high on drugs. They will not see it. And if you are a lady, please, if you're in love, get a man. Get a man as a voice of reason. Because the man will be able to tell you, this your boyfriend, this man is a player. And you know, you as a lady, you're like, no, I think he's sweet and all that. Let me tell you, there are things you can never see. You know that saying that they say that what an old man sees seated, a young man cannot see even while standing on the top of a tree. Today I'm introducing to you a new one. What a fellow woman can see in another woman, a man cannot see, even if you're on top of a mountain. There are things, let me tell you, if I come here with a lady and I'm holding her hands, I'm saying how she's sweet, how she's my pancake and everything. Let me tell you, as the men, most men who are watching, the audience, most men will not see any problem with that. I'm telling you the truth. Most men will not see any problem with that. Most men will be like, hey, Kevo, you've gotten Mali Safi, a good girl and all that. But I'm telling you, there are ladies who will just look at her and say, here Kevo got a raw deal. The same way, if you're a lady and you're busy posting for us men, we can just be able to look at him and tell, this one, there's a place this lady was really not wise or considerate. I want to go to the second point. Today I'm not telling you many points. I'm just telling you 2 points. Tell you the first point, the last point, the second point. Purpose. Purpose will help you a lot. I tell people it is very risky. It is very risky to enter things without understanding the purpose. When it comes to matters of the heart, ask yourself, why are you with this person? Why are you with them? Because there's a time I was talking and I told people, it is very risky you marry a lady who does not understand their purpose. Then when you're in marriage, one day you come home and you find her crying. You ask her, honey, what's the problem? She tells you, I've found my purpose. I want to be a nun. And she's going to be a nun in a Catholic church. And you're like, no, we have already decided we are doing this thing together. Because you married somebody who does not know their purpose. You married somebody who did not know they were supposed to be a medical doctor. So after you have settled, they tell you, I feel the need to be a doctor. And you know, doctors are paged at night. They do night shifts. They are called in emergencies. So you spend an entire week on the bed alone and you are starting to feel this is not what I gained for. Matters of the heart require a lot of soberness. They are not easy, but they are necessary. That soberness is needed. Please don't beg for love. When you beg for love, there's a level of respect that disappears that your partner may not tell you about. Never be desperate to an extent where you are begging, like that WhatsApp screenshot that I shared on Facebook. If you reach a level you find yourself begging, then probably this person is just joyriding with you. It's like the way I say, when somebody has a dream car to buy a Range Rover, but they don't have the money, what they do is they get a smaller car, Toyota. As they wait for the day they'll have the money to buy the big car. You might be someone's Toyota. They are wasting time with you as they wait for their Range Rover. Don't do that. Remove yourself from that equation. Let them go on with their Toyota until the day they see your value. Don't wait. Don't beg for love. When you beg for love, it creates a certain image of desperation that is not good. I hope these points have helped you. I'll be sharing more. This is an introduction to this. Please send your questions, your comments, some of the topics you want addressed. I'm having so many people respond in my inbox asking me some questions that I know I'll have to do them in the coming days because they are very delicate. Kelvin, what do I do? I am a single mom. I've met this guy who's also a single dad. Is that really workable, having a blended family where you're both coming in with your kid? These things are very complicated. What is God's perfect will? So, most of these things we are trying to do repair, but that is not the perfect will of God at the end of the day. We are just trying to do, some of them we are doing damage control. But if you have not done, please don't start. You are the best candidate. We want you to make the best decision so that we don't have to advise you from a secondary point of view where you are telling you, now it has happened, we are trying to put a bandage on it. No, please make the wisest decisions now. Get interacting with us. I'm sure I'll get more of your questions there. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.